Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is RENDOG coming at you from just above the Molemart Bazaar in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. In the previous episode, we were working on the aesthetics of our giant-ass supermarket, as well as working on a little secret room that sits just below me in the butthole of this mountain over here. And in this episode, my friends, we are going to be working on a redstone secret entrance into this room, as well as heading over to the Cyberdog monument to get a few of you guys in there. Sit back and relax, my cyber diggity dogs, with your tasty-ass beverage and your crunchy-ass snacks. Let's play some Minecraft Survival! Welcome to all Cyberdogs, old and new, to the Cyberdog Monument, the place where we pay homage to the patrons of the Cyberdog Nation. And I wanted to kick today's episode off, my friends, by getting a few more of you guys onto the Cyberdog pillars inside of the monument. In the last season, I built this giant-ass monument out of quartz that I mined from the freaking nether in honor of all of the Cyberdogs all over the world who have donated to me or have become VIPs on dogcraft.net. And as you guys can see, the names are a-growing. The Cyberdog monument also exists to pay homage to the mods of dogcraft.net, who are an absolutely amazing team who look after the official Cyberdog fan community. And the monument also exists to honor a few of the people that are important to me in my life, including my mama, my granny, my dad, my brothers, and a whole bunch of other jazz over there, man. So guys, without further ado, to kick off the 10th episode of season number 4, and by the way, every single 10 episodes in this season, we're going to be adding more of you guys to the monument. So you've got another 10 episodes or so to go if you guys want to get your asses into the monument by making a donation or becoming a VIP. But please do welcome today to the Cyberdog monument, Shadow Reaper X7, Squin, Desert Dog 87, and Brokay OK. Also, please welcome Evil B, Poida Uppy Pointy, William, and Leon Thompson. Welcome to the Cyberdog monument, my friends. And there's one more Cyberdog that we need to pay homage to, and that is Zach H100236. I just want to take a moment to thank each and every single one of you for your donations. A lot of you guys sent me donations over the Christmas period to wish me a happy Christmas. And man, I can't tell you guys how much your donations help me out. Not only do they help me through hard times, but more importantly, guys, they help to keep the RENDOG channel going and help to keep me making videos on YouTube. So thank you to all of you freaking awesome ass Cyberdogs who have donated over the last few years. Morning has broken like the first butthole. Welcome back, my cyber diggity dogs, to Mole City and Rentopia, and welcome to all of you guys who are new to this channel. This is the Ren Diggity Dog channel, and I am playing Minecraft Survival. And this is season number 4 of a 3-season freaking epilogue of awesomeness. And man, I've been playing Minecraft with my Cyber Diggy Dogs for ages now. And as you guys can see, we have an amazing Minecraft world that has been built around here, man. It's looking freaking sweet. And guys, I am so excited to show you the awesome stuff that I have been doing in Mole City, or in Molemart, should I say, over the last few days. Last night, I got home from work and I actually recorded a Minecraft episode. And guess what, guys? I forgot to turn my freaking microphone off mute. And so I recorded a whole episode without recording any freaking audio. Like a butthole noob. I mean, I've made over 800 videos on YouTube. You would think that I would know how to unmute my microphone, but apparently not. But guys, welcome to Molemart, the supermarket of my Minecraft town known as Mole City. And man, I have been working my butthole off, guys, since you were last with me. As you guys can see, I have raised the roof of the building slightly, added another layer of iron fencage and dark oak woodage. And guys, I have come to a conclusion with regards to the lanes of Molemart and the neon roof of Molemart. Now, guys, take a freaking gander at this jazz, man. I'm gonna give this a second to sink in while I take a sip of my tasty ass beverage. Give me 1 second. Oh man, that is what I'm talking about. Earl Grey, straight to the freaking veins. Guys, I think you will all agree with me that things are looking pretty freaking sweet in here, man. At the end of the last episode, I asked you guys to let me know what you thought of the neon roofage that I was building in the Molemart Bazaar. And if you guys can remember, the white glass panes that we had installed here that is supposed to represent neon lights inside of our supermarket extended all the way to the edge of the wall of Molemart. And guys, a lot of you guys, this actual issue divided the Cyberdog Nation something fierce. Let me tell you, man, half of you guys absolutely hated the design and half of you guys absolutely loved it. So I decided to come to some sort of a compromise where we could find a design that would make everybody happy and most importantly would make my own butthole happy. And I think that I have arrived at a design that looks absolutely pimp McFreakin' daddy. So what I decided to do, guys, was take some of these stone steps over here and make like a border all around the top edge of the Molemart Bazaar. And I think that this is really good for two reasons, right? The first reason is because it kind of breaks up the squareness of this structure. At the end of the day, the Molemart Bazaar is a long-ass rectangle attached to a shorter-ass rectangle over here, right? So it's quite a square building. And this is actually one of the biggest challenges that I find in Minecraft, because in Minecraft, we naturally tend to make sort of square shapes. I mean, the blocks that we hold in our freaking paws are square, right? So we're just sort of naturally inclined to make a whole bunch of square-ass stuff. I mean, even the branding of Molemart is a square. So what this skirting over here, let's call it a skirting, what this actually does is it helps to break up the square monotony of the building of Molemart, because it adds this little ledge, right? And this little ledge basically works to add a bit of depth when you look upwards, right? If this was a solid square, the roof would look a lot flatter. And what this little ledge does is it adds another little bit of depth to the roof, I think, and it looks absolutely awesome. Now, what the stair does also very nicely is, because of the mechanics of Minecraft, glass panes do not connect to stairs. So what this design does is it actually creates a gap between the stairs and the glass panes. As you guys can see, there's a nice gap here. And what that has done is it's actually broken up the craziness that was the neon lightage in the previous episode and made it a lot neater, I think. And what I've also done off camera, guys, is I've installed some beams. And these beams are inspired by the Metalworks factory in my Feed the Beast world. I also play a mod of Minecraft called Feed the Beast. If you guys haven't watched it yet, man, go watch it. You know what? I'm angry with your freaking buttholes. I shouldn't even be telling you that jazz, man. Go and watch Feed the Beast, or I'ma shove this freaking axe, you know where, right up your ass. But in Feed the Beast, guys, we have a Metalworks factory where if you look up, you have these beams that go across the roof, and it looks really, really awesome. And now if you guys can imagine, once we've installed the roof of the Molemart Bazaar, we will have multiple layers when we look up, right? The first layer is going to be the neon lights and the stair skirting. The next layer is going to be the beams, and then the next layer is going to be the roof. And all of those layers helps, again, to break up the squareness of this design and create a depth in the supermarket structure that I'm looking for. I want the supermarket structure to feel really big. And the more space that we can create using these sort of layered techniques, the better. Now, let's move on to the design that I chose for the actual aisles of the Molemart Bazaar. And a ton of you guys like both of the designs, actually. If you remember, the first design had a solid block over here so that the pane connected to the block. And it also had glowstone running on both sides of the lanes. Now, the design that I have chosen is based on the feedback from you guys. And man, you know what, guys? The last episode, I got so much feedback from you guys. It was absolutely awesome, man. I got feedback on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. Some of you guys emailed me. It was absolutely awesome. And for those of you guys who don't know, yes, I am on Facebook. Go and freaking add me as a friend and follow my page, man. It is facebook.com/rendog.fans. And on Twitter, guys, I am twitter.com/rendodog. Go and follow so that you can tweet me and read my freaking tweets, man. But you guys gave me such great advice, and I took it all to heart. And I think that I have come up with the design that I want to keep. And we're going to be going with the white design. I believe it was the white design in the previous episode. And what the white design does is it helps to neaten up this place even more. Now, I'm gonna get technical on your asses right now, and I'm gonna talk about pixelation in Minecraft. When you look at a build in Minecraft, it starts to get really busy. It starts to feel like it's really busy and really messy the more pixels you have in your screen. So if we look at this screen that we're looking at right now, right? There are a numerous different amount of colors that we can see in front of us. We can see grays, we can see browns, we can see greens, we can see whites, and we can see a whole bunch of lines everywhere. The more of those pixels that exist in front of your eyeballs, the busier a build gets. Now, even really small things can add to this pixel density. Let's call it that as a technical term. And if we remember, if this was a solid block and this glass pane was connecting to this block, it adds another bit of pixel density over here, right? Because then you see the connecting bit of glass. Now, if you repeat that bit of pixel density all the way down the aisle of Molemart, you suddenly add a redonkulous amount of pixels to the overall aesthetics of this interior building. So by adding this skirting to the borders of the roof of Molemart and adding this little separate gap here between the neon lights, we removed a whole bunch of pixels from the roof. By using stairs to separate the glass pane from connecting to the aisles of the shelves in Molemart, we've again removed some pixels. We have also, by removing the double lines of glowstone and making them only a single line of glowstone down the center of each of the lanes, we have removed yet even more pixelation. And thus, if we come all the way back to here and look at it like this, it looks so much neater. And the reason it looks neater, people, is because we've gotten rid of all of those freaking pixels. Now, the more astute of you will have noticed that something has changed around here. And what I did was I replaced all of these blocks with stone bricks. So before, in the previous episode, there was a lining around Molemart of cobblestone, right? So it kind of looked a little bit like this. We had cobblestone over here, and then we had a lining of stone bricks all the way around Molemart. Now, what that did was it added even more pixelation when we looked down the line, down the lane of Molemart, right? So if you look at this, even just this, you can see there's a ton of pixelation going on over here, right? I think that the stone brick texture is also just a little cleaner than the cobblestone texture. So it makes the whole place look a lot cleaner, a lot smoother, and quite frankly, a lot better. And I think it's looking absolutely awesome. And I'm totally in love with this design. I love the new shelvage. We do still need to get a little bit more glowstone though. We're going to have to mission over to the nether to do a bit of glowstone mining. But essentially, the internals of the Molemart Bazaar are done, looking absolutely awesome. All I got to do now is finish off all the neon lighting all the way down, all the way to the end, and all the way around. And then it is a done freaking deal, man. And man, it is so freaking awesome. Next up, guys, we are heading into the secret room of the Molemart Bazaar, and we're going to be working on a redstone secret entry. Don't go anywhere, man. It's going to be freaking sweet. Alright, my Cyberdogs, welcome back. I just went to sleep that night away, and man, am I excited about the next part of today's episode, because we get to work with some redstone, which is awesome, man. I haven't worked with redstone in a very long time in this series, and I'm really excited to see if I can actually get this thing to work over here. What we're trying to do is make a secret entrance into the back room of the Molemart Bazaar, and we've worked with redstone before. We've got an etho door redstone entry into the nether portal temple. We've also got a secret entrance in MudDog's greenhouse that leads to another secret entrance inside the Molehill Castle. So we've done a bit of redstone work, and I'm really excited to get going today, guys. We've got a couple of sticky pistons over here needing some redstone juice. And guys, I've done a lot of work on the secret room of the Molemart Bazaar. As you can see, it is looking absolutely sweet. Since you were last with me, I have raised the roof by 1 block of height. I've also added a skirting of stone stairs, which once again helps to break up the squareness of this particular room. I've also added the sweet ass effect of using some red stained window panes that I made with rose dye. And as you can see, it adds this sort of ominous feel to it. And what I also did, which was a suggestion by one of you Cyberdogs, was add a sort of water feature into the Molemart Bazaar. You know, a lot of malls malls have water features. It's a pretty common thing to see, like waterfalls and fountains and whatnot inside of malls. And one of you guys suggested doing the same thing in the Molemart Bazaar, and I think it looks absolutely awesome. I mean, if you didn't know any better, if you just came to Molemart for your weekly shop, you know, you're just doing your shop, picking up some taters, some steakage, some melons, and you came to this, you'd be like, oh, this is nice. Little did you know that behind this waterfall is an ominous room of awesomeness, and only those in the know would know how to get there. And the way to get there is by pressing this button over here, which is going to open up a secret entrance to allow us in here. And what I kind of want to do in this room, I've been thinking about it, and what I think we should do is maybe add a couple of shelves into this room, and maybe these shelves could be like the shelves for the darker stuff in Minecraft. You know, like potions and nether wart and all of that like disgusting ass jazz. I mean, we don't want to put nether wart inside of the Molemart Bazaar, right? I mean, you don't want to be doing your weekly shopping, you know, you pick up some carrots and then next to the carrots is some stanky ass nether wart. I mean, that is not a good shopping experience. So I reckon we should keep like all of the jazz back here. And one of you guys also had an awesome idea about making a secret entrance into the witch's cave, which is somewhere around here. And possibly that could work really, really well, right? Because, I mean, if we have a witch living in a cave inside of our mole-hole castle mountain, she needs to do her shopping too, man. She needs milk and bread. You know, she drinks tea also. And she needs to come and do her freaking shopping in Molemart without scaring the citizens of Mole City. So this secret entrance could be our witch's way into the Molemart Bazaar, where she can come and do her shopping. I thought that was a really awesome suggestion by one of you guys. But guys, without further ado, let's get cracking on working on our secret entrance. Man, I've been babbling a lot today. But that's because I'm in a freaking good mood today, man. And I'm just so excited to play Minecraft today. I'm just in the mood. And I'm in the mood to make this thing work. And basically, this is going to be a very simple mechanic. What we want to do is press this button to open what is basically going to be a hidden door, which is going to look like a wall. So basically, for example, let's make it look like it's going to look, right? So there we go. We have this wall. If you don't know any better, you don't know there's a secret entrance over here. When we hit this button, we want this wall to open, and then we can get inside. And the way that we're going to make this wall open is by retracting these sticky pistons, right? So let's get a redstone signal into the bottom sticky piston over here. Bam! And that sticky piston has now attached itself to this stone block. So our goal should be to kill this redstone signal, which is going to retract the sticky piston and thus open the door. And the way that we're going to kill this redstone signal is by sending another redstone signal from this block into the block that is that this redstone torch is on. So if we want to kill the redstone torch signal, we need to send a redstone signal into the block underneath the redstone torch. So that is basically the goal. I think the very first goal should be, though, to power up the second piston. And I think we're probably going to have to do that. We're probably going to have to do that using slabbage, I think. I'm going to have to whip up a quick crafting table over here, guys, out of the floor. Let's make a bit of slabbage. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use slabbage for this, right? So what we'll do is we'll send a redstone signal from the torch in this direction, and then it needs to come up one also, I believe. And then what we can actually do is we can reverse the redstone signal without cutting it off by using slabbage. I think it has to be like that, though. Hang on, let's have a look. There we go. Okay, awesome. So we bounced the redstone signal up here, up this little bit of slabbage, and we've avoided a physics fail over here too. And then I think we can just run the redstone line into the second piston. There we go, sweet. Okay, so now both pistons are firing. So all we have to do now is find a way to kill this redstone torch signal, and that is going to retract the doors, and that is going to be the secret entrance into our back room completed. Awesome. So task 1 complete. Task 2, I think, is probably the more tricky one. Getting a redstone signal from this block all the way down and underneath into the block that redstone torch is sitting on. Now, the real tricky thing about this is that we don't want to damage the wall. We don't want to have any indication that there is a secret entrance over here, right? So I think what we probably need to do is make a bit more stone bricks. Let's make a few more stone bricks. And let's just get the wall looking like it's going to look when the secret entrance is installed, right? So the wall is going to be like this. We'll leave this one open. Let's just like finish it off completely, right? There we go. So that's what it's going to look like. Now we know the infrastructure that we're working with. Now we have to find some clever way to run that redstone signal from, I believe it's this block over here, right? And I think what we're going to have to do, right, is we're going to have to cover up the shame of all of this redstone work by building up the mountainside over here. So it's going to look like the mountain face is sort of, avalanched over the Molemart Bazaar slightly. So we have to be conscious of that also. We have to try to keep everything as neat as we possibly can. So if we run this cable, what's underneath here? Okay, so this block has to be here. So if we run a bit of redstone like this, down like this little natural staircase over here, then we don't want the redstone cable to connect with this one and create like a broken circuit. So maybe what we need to do is loop around like this. Let's just get our spade up in here. And then, because it's coming quite a long distance, I think we're going to have to use a redstone repeater to amplify the signal. So let's get a bit of redstone repeating action going. If we stick our redstone repeater like that, oh, that won't connect. Will that connect? Or does that connect? No, I don't think that does connect. But for some reason it connected over here. Alright, cool. That actually makes it even neater. Let's try get a little bit more under over here. It looks like we're going to have to make one more little staircase. Oh no. That's not good. Does that connect? That definitely does not connect, right? Alright, we might have to go down this way then. Yep. That's all good. And then I think we're going to have to go down again. There's our block over there, right? There's our block. So we're going to come down again like this and into the block like that. Let's open up our redstone repeater a bit. Alright, so let's just make sure this circuit is going to work properly. So the signal is going to come all the way like this, down the staircase, into the repeater. The repeater is going to amplify and send that redstone signal into this block. Now, if we have wired this correctly, when we smackety smack this button, we should hear the retracting of our sticky pistons. Dear Lord, please let me have smacked this freaking thing properly. Compliant! Compliant! Yes! Sweet! That's working perfectly. Check it out. The signal's going into the block that the redstone torch is sitting on, and the secret entrance is opening. That is awesome! Now what we can do is finish off the wall on this side, and you would have zero clue that there is a secret entrance here unless you knew that you had to press that button. Now what I want to do is try and find a way to hide this button. I have no idea how to do that. If some of you guys have some sneaky tips for me, let me know in the comment section below, man. That is absolutely sweet. All we have to do now is cover the shame of that freaking mountainside, cover the redstone cabling and stuff, make it look like it's a part of the mountain, and no one on this planet except me and the entire Cyberdog Nation will know that there is a secret entrance there. Sweet! Alright, my friends, here we go, man. Let's have a look at how much coverage we have to do. It doesn't look too bad, actually. And this is just so awesome, man. I mean, it's the simplest of redstone mechanics, that's for sure. But I'm quite proud of how I've managed to do this, actually. I think this is looking pretty good. I mean, all we're going to have to do now is find a clever way to, I don't know, fix all of this up. I mean, this is going to have to be, we're going to have to make it look like the mountainside has collapsed over the Molemart Bazaar, right? And we have to be quite smart about this too, because we don't want to cut off the redstone cables using this dirt over here. So let's try and make it kind of look like there's been an avalanche of some kind. Can we cover up this one? Yep. We can fill all of this in. All of this can get filled in too. That one can be. And that one. And we can cover all of this shame over here. We can't cover this though. We're going to have to come like, Man, this is quite tricky. This is some terraforming going on up in here. We can't place blocks anywhere here, so we're going to have to come like this. We can place one there, I believe. We're going to have to come all the way over these. These are fine. All of this is fine. We can't place one there. Alright, sweet. I think we've preserved the integrity of our redstone circuit. Pretty sure of that. Now all we need to do is sort of neaten this up a bit, make it look a little bit more natural. Make it look like a, you know, I haven't built it. I mean, once there's grass and stuff on here, it's going to look a lot better too, I think. Maybe I can add a bit of shrubbage and stuff around here too. Just add a bit more blocks around here, just to make it look a little bit less square, a little bit more natural. One more in there. Well, I gotta say, man, looking at this, I wouldn't suspect that anything funny was going on over here, unless, of course... I mean, at the moment, because it's just like dirt with no grass and stuff on it, it is looking a little bit unnatural, I must admit. But once the grass is on there, I'll plant a few shrubs and stuff on it. And that's going to look absolutely freaking natural, man. Let's go all the way back, have a look from here. It's looking pretty sweet. Still need to do a little bit of work over here, guys, just to make sure that it's not so symmetrical. Let's have a look now. There we go, man! That's looking awesome! Alright, we're gonna have to do one more test though, people. I may have broken the redstone circuit, and there's only one way to find out. Secret entrance, please still be working. Bam! Damn it!